Okay, next one is from the archives.
Ooh.
7 years old.
Okay.
My husband, male 26, sent me, female 26, an immature, inflammatory email as I was driving to the airport for a 10-day work trip. Now he has cut all contact. My husband and I have been together for 5 years, married for 2 of those years. We just bought a house 5 months ago. No kids yet. Our lives have been crazy busy though. We spent all spring renovating our new house. At my job, I was given nearly double my usual workload after some of my colleagues were laid off. I gained some weight in the winter and have been busting my ass at the gym to get rid of it. Yesterday morning, while in a taxi on my way to the airport, husband sends a message to my work email, which is connected to my phone. He's never done this. We always communicate in person or by text. I open it up and it's a sarcastic diatribe basically saying he won't miss me for the 10 days I'm gone. Attached is a spreadsheet of all the times he has tried to initiate sex since June 1st with a column for my, quote, excuses, using verbatim quotes of why I didn't feel like having sex at the very moment. According to his document, we've only had sex 3 times in the last 7 weeks out of 27 attempts on his part. This is a side of him I have never seen before. Bitter, immature, full of hatred. In person, he'd been acting normal the whole time, maybe a little standoffish in the last week, but completely out of left field. Our sex life has tapered in the last few months, but isn't that allowed? We are adults leading busy, stressful lives. I cook for him, I do his laundry, I keep our house clean and tidy. It's not like our sex life was going to be this way forever. It was a temporary slowdown due to extenuating circumstances. I immediately tried phoning him 3 to 4 times before getting on the plane. No answer. When I landed in my destination city, I tried calling 2 more times. No answer. I texted him saying we needed to talk, and he needed to call me at his earliest convenience. No response. He's never intentionally ignored my communications before. I pretty much stayed inside my hotel all evening waiting by the phone, then cried myself to sleep. It's now morning, and he still hasn't contacted me. I am supposed to be visiting clients for the next 9 days on behalf of my company, and I'm an emotional wreck. Why is he putting me through this? What the hell am I supposed to do?
Wow. That is so nasty.
Despicable.
That's the word that comes to mind. That is so nasty and cruel because this is someone that you're not only supposed to be in love with, you're in a marriage with. You have built a life with this person for 5 years. And to be so cruel to them like that is just, to me, unforgivable. And obviously, like at the time that she's writing this in, she's in such immense pain and shock. She can't really, even think straight. But to me, I don't think I would ever be able to get over the cruelty.
Never.
Because that really shows you more than like what's going on in their marriage, which I'll get to in a second. That shows you what type of person he is. And let me tell you, it's not a nice one.
No.
To make a spreadsheet and to do this sort of gotcha, like, oh, I've been keeping tally, is so immature, mean, and also to state the obvious, why didn't he just say after 2 or 3 times, hey, babe, I've been trying to have sex with you. I feel like we connect so much in that way, and I've been missing that part of our relationship. Is something up, or can we make time? Can we go on a date on Saturday and then maybe have sex that night? Like, that is the way to do it. Mm-hmm. If you can't, people aren't mind readers.
No.
Like, how is she to know? Like, she's obviously got a ton on her plate, and to place all of the blame of their dwindling sex life and the delta in their emotional connection right now on her is mean and cruel. Mm-hmm. It's almost kind of like I don't even need to discuss the other part because to me, leave this guy. I wouldn't want to have kids with someone who was mean.
No. We have the spreadsheet too. I have the spreadsheet.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he's got it organized. Dates, like the columns are dates, a sex column, and excuse. So for some of them, I'm watching the show. It's a Friends rerun. The next one, I feel sweaty and gross. I need a shower. Didn't shower until the next morning. Nonverbal. I'm exhausted. I'm still a bit tender from yesterday. Nonverbal. I'm trying to watch the movie. Fell asleep 15 minutes later. I'm too drunk and ate too much. All valid, like excuses.
Yeah, and like also, by the way, it's like sex ebbs and flows in relationships, especially in long-term relationships. And like I will admit that it definitely feels bad to be rejected sexually by your partner. I totally appreciate that. But the worst thing that you can do is then like turn around and be like, this is your fault, because she might be completely oblivious that she's rejecting him. Like she might be completely overwhelmed with work, not feeling her best. She said she gained some weight. Like sex is so, it is different for men and women. For women, it's I think far more emotional. It's a lot more to do with your mental state that day, how you're feeling about your body, how you're feeling about work. Like we really internalize things. Why do you think it's so much easier for men to orgasm than women? We have to be in the right mental, most of us, I know I'm generalizing, but most of us have to be in the right mental state. We have to be relaxed. And obviously she has so much going on. And instead of supporting her and, talking to her as an equal, as a partner, he's turning around and using this as some sort of a gotcha. That's one part. And then the cruelty of it all, not answer the phone after he's dropped such a bomb, and to do it when she's on a work trip.
The timing.
Unbelievably malicious. To be honest with you, if I were her, I would be like, this is not for me anymore.
Oh no, this is a marriage ender for me.
For me, yeah.
I think the timing, the way he set it up, he did it on purpose so she wouldn't be able to have a conversation in person. She wouldn't be able to fix it. He wanted her to stress and be in her head. Yeah. That's why he's stonewalling her like this.
Well, and also, when I think about it, after thinking about it for a few minutes, it's actually clear that he has trouble communicating, right? Because he didn't come to her like an equal and discuss their sex life in a timely manner. He waited till it was all built up, and then he sent this awful, dropped a bomb of an email and then refused to talk to her. So clearly he actually doesn't have the maturity or the courage to speak to his wife, who he's been with for 5 years, which to me is just despicable.
I know, they are 26 too, which is young, but like,
so that's why you shouldn't get married too young.
I know. Well, they've been married for 2 of those years. So they got married at 24.
Yeah.
But like,
so to the girl before, do not get married at 24.
Point in case. Case in point, whatever the saying is.
Yeah, that's really, that's so mean. I just can't get over how mean that is.
Terrible. And also, like, I want to point out too, she says, like, I cook for him, I do his laundry, I keep the house clean and tidy. I don't think a lot of guys realize, like, they're like, oh, well, my partner didn't ask me to do any of that. It's like, no, like, you're going to have a happier wife. You're probably going to get more sex if you just do some of those things. Yeah. Take the weight off her plate.
It's a partnership. I mean, for the love of God, I know this is from the archives, but today, if you're in a relationship and you're thinking about how to divvy up the tasks of the house, like, come on, it's 50-50, and it's just not. We just can't have the woman doing all the cooking and cleaning and the job and being the sex machine. I mean, come on, what's going on?
We can't do it all.
No.
As much as we'd like to believe. This was posted 7 years ago. There's no update on it, so we have no idea.
I wish I knew. I hope she's with a really sexy, loving guy. I hope she's like with a chef who lives in Brooklyn, who cooks her like delicious toast with ricotta every morning and goes down on her a lot. That's just my wish for this person.
This sounds like the dream,
right?
Doesn't everyone want that?
Everyone deserves that.
I love that.